Hello, my name is Malia Garcia. I'm an artist based out of Monterey, California. And before I start with the shoe process and what that looks like, I wanted to show you some of my work to make sure that you know that you came to the right place. Alright, so you're interested in customizing your Air Force Ones. Some things you will need are a deglazer or acetone. I use the Angelus Leather Prepare and Deglazer. I just find that it takes off all that factory finish so that your paint really adheres to your shoe. Another thing that I don't have on hand is sandpaper. I like to do this just to prep the shoe a little bit more. It really gets off any factory finish that was left over and just kind of scuffs up the shoe so that the paint really sticks. Another thing you're going to need obviously is the paint. I use Angelus paint. This is not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor me, I won't deny it. It comes in a few different sizes. These are the little small bottles, and there's also big bottles as well. They're not super expensive at all.
Shut up and take my money.
I find that this is the best paint for shoes, for leather shoes. Actually, any type of shoes. What am I talking about? It really sticks well. It's super pigmented, and it's just great quality paint that will last a long time. So, paint is next. You're going to need some brushes. Some people use like toothpicks, depending on like what design you're doing. And then a finisher as well. This is like a top coat. Again, it's Angelus, not sponsored. But this is the acrylic finisher. This is kind of just a top coat at the end that seals in the shoe and it keeps it looking nice and fresh for a very long time. Protects the paint, protects your masterpiece. Another thing for this specific tutorial is transfer paper. So I definitely meant to say tracing paper, this stuff right here, but I refer to it as transfer paper throughout the video, so just ignore that. And a pencil. So like I said, I'm going to show you like an easy version of how to customize your shoes without an art background. So transfer paper is necessary for this step, as well as a pencil, but other than that, you're pretty much set. Once you have all these materials, you're ready to go. So let's get into it. Let me give you a disclaimer. Prepping your shoe is going to be annoying sometimes. If you use the sandpaper and the acetone, you can do, I don't know if I mentioned, but you can also use like nail polish remover. I think I did mention that, but just in case I didn't, just anything that has an acetone in it to take off paint, you should be good. It is a very necessary step. Please do not skip it because your paint will not stick. It won't last if you don't prep your shoe right. So it's kind of like laying the foundation for a house. You have to do that before you can start building the house and beautifying it, decorating it. You need to lay the foundation, and this is the foundation. So you're gonna take this bad boy or your nail polish remover and a cotton swab, cotton round, cotton ball, whatever you call it. Take that, lay it all over your shoe, really get in all the nooks and crannies, get in there real good.
That's what she said.
Excuse me?
That's what she said.
And after that, if you choose to use sandpaper, I would sandpaper everything, every area that you want to paint that you don't want to leave just white. Sand it down, and then I would go in again with this to take off any of the crumbs, dust. Yeah, to take off any of like that dust or anything that's left over from sanding. Once you do that, then we're going to take our transfer paper and we're going to pick a design that you want to do. I chose a dragon for these shoes, and we're going to lay down the transfer paper over our dragon. We're going to actually invert the image, so whatever way we want the dragon to face, we're actually going to flip it so that when we trace it, the graphite from the pencils on the side that will be on the shoe, if that makes sense. So flip your image, invert it, and then put your transfer paper on, trace it on there. Once you have it all traced, then we are going to cut it out so it fits onto the shoe nice so that you can trace it easily. And then comes the fun part. So now that you have your shoe all prepped, like I said, you take your tracing paper and you put it on the shoe. I like to tape it down so that the design doesn't come out all wonky. Put some tape on it. You can use scotch, blue tape, whatever you prefer. And then you go over the design again with your pencil just so that the graphite sticks to your shoe. So you're kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. You're just tracing over it again, basically. And then I had a little visitor, so I had to show him. And then I just choose the colors I want. So I'm going with the Neon Bahama Blue by Angelus and their white paint as well. And that's it for this shoe. And then I get to work. I go really, really slow for the outline just because you don't want to really mess it up because then you'll have to go back in and fix it. But take your time, enjoy, throw on some music, listen to a podcast, and just fill in all the blanks. Now it's kind of like a coloring book, so you kind of just get to enjoy it now and have fun with it. So then after I'm done with the outline, I added in these organic shapes, and there's really no rhyme or reason to it. You kind of just add in some squiggles, some lines here and there, fill them in, whatever you think looks best for your shoe. I just wanted to give it some more zhuzh, I guess you could say. And then in between each layer, I'm adding a layer of clear coat, the Angelus finisher, just to give it some more protection. And voila, here are the final results. And just like that, you're done customizing your shoes. How easy that was. But thank you guys if you made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support, any and all support. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, so anything helps. If you want to leave a like, comment, if you want to subscribe, anything's appreciated. But thank you again. I hope this helped you guys out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.